They called us the sinister fringe. They called us ISIS. They called us the mob. Look at us now, Enda Kenny. Look at us now, Noel Coonan. Look at us now, Joan Burton. They tried to scare people to keep people away from this protest. They tried to fool people to keep people away from this protest. But it didn't work. Today is Judgment Day for the water charges and for the government. And the judgment of the people by coming out in their tens and hundreds of thousands today is clear. Down with the water charges. But not just that. Down with this government. Down with a government that only listens to the sinister fringe that represents and rules this country. The sinister fringe made up of Dennis O'Brien, made up of the bankers, made up of the bondholders. This government must go, and we, working people, unemployed people, pensioners, young people, we now know we have the power to bring this government down. If they're not brought down, and if the water charges are not defeated in the aftermath of this demonstration, well then we have to prepare for April. In April, everybody will get a bill and people in their homes will be making a decision. Are you going to pay for water charges? But that's not enough. It's not enough for you just not to pay for water charges. You have to go and organise for massive non-payment across this country, because their weapon is going to be fear. Fear, 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 scaremongering over again. Our weapon is confidence and hope, and that comes from people being organised in every community, in every estate, on the basis of non-payment to get people to stick together. Because if we get, and we can get, a majority to refuse to pay these charges, then the water charges and the government are completely dead in the water and will be brought down. My last point, and my most important point, is that when we defeat the water charges, we're not going to go home. Let's not forget what we've learned. The power that people have when they mobilise together to defeat governments, to push them back, and ultimately to drag them down altogether. Let's use the methods we've used here to tackle the housing crisis, to tackle the giveaways to bondholders, to tackle the giveaway of our natural resources. And let's use the methods to launch and build a new political movement in this country for the 99%, for those who aren't represented by the sinister fringe in there in the Dáil. This great movement is made up of many individuals, many campaign groups across the country. Today, the Austerity Alliance is launching a call for people to come together and to build a new political force to represent the majority. To sit down democratically to discuss cooperation, the building of an umbrella of serious anti-austerity, anti-water charges, left candidates to stand in every constituency in the country at the next general election. Such is the political change that is taking place because of this movement, that dozens of serious, committed campaigners could be elected. Together, we can transform politics in this country. Together, we can revolutionise society. Together, we can complete what James Connolly called the upward march of the mob to power. For the rule of the 99%. For an end to the rule of the 1%. Let's come together, let's discuss it, let's build another political arm to go with the mass movement that we're seeing on the streets today. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Paul. Paul Murphy, ladies and gentlemen.